going on, guys? It's Coach Nick with Because of Why, your youth life coach, and I want to talk to you today of how to make your child successful in life. Now, this is a really good topic, and I was wondering why a lot of people may ask this, but I mean, it's really stated in the question. You want your child to be successful, and I commemorate you, and I sincerely applaud you for even looking this up and watching this video. Okay, so this video is gonna be a little non-traditional, and if I can say, it's more not necessarily accepted, and not a lot of people actually do it, or they may think it's too soft or whatever. But Carmen and I were on a call with these group of men, these businessmen. They're very masculine. But what was very interesting about them was that they opened up about their emotions, about the things that literally haunted them, their demons. And they weren't able to grow in a lot of areas in their life, in their business, in their relationships, in their love life, and in relationships with themselves, because something was holding them back. And it was their story, it was their past. I mean, there was a guy who went through something traumatic when he was a child, and today he's like, when I get to this level, why do I always end up self-sabotaging myself? Why do I always end up at a glass ceiling? You can't see it because it's glass, but there's a ceiling that's stopping you every single time from growing, improving, and expanding. Not just in business, but he was saying how in his life, his wife felt like they were miles apart, but they were married for more than 10 years, and she didn't even know him. I mean, another guy was just, you feel like he didn't even trust himself. He didn't love himself enough, but there's something there that's blocking them, and it may be blocking you. But I want to implement this in today what I'm about to teach you, because I want you to teach it to your child. Or if you're someone who's considered the youth, I want you to sincerely just pay attention to this video, because it's so powerful. Now, how heavy is regret? It's pretty heavy, right? Now, how heavy is shame, hatred, anger, resentment? It's pretty heavy, right? But just think about that. If you keep those emotions bottled up, you're not going to feel good. You're going to be depressed. You're going to be sad. And you're not going to be able to grow in whatever you want to grow in. If you want to grow in sports, that's going to hold you back. If you want to grow in business, it's going to hold you back. If you want to grow your income, it's going to hold you back. Why? Because it affects your thinking. It affects your decisions of what you're going to choose. Guys, we all have a superpower, our free will. We get to choose what we want to think. We get to choose what we want to let go of, what we want to hold on to. We get to choose if we want to be happy or be sad and hold on to resentment for someone who did something to us a year ago, 10 years ago. But if you teach your child this, this can really free them. Give them freedom in their life to become whoever they want, to grow exponentially without a glass ceiling. Because I noticed I've had a glass ceiling as well. Consciously I can say, or in the past what happened was I would say consciously, I'm so ready to grow this business, this youth life coaching business. But subconsciously I was like, I'm scared to make it big. I'm scared to win and succeed. Why? Because I don't know what it's like. It's unknown to me. Now, some people may say, Coach Nick, how could you be scared of winning or succeeding? Because I've never done it yet. And it just seems like a whole lot of stuff. But today, I'm more than ready. I'm making it happen every single day. But that's what stopped me in the past. You can say consciously you're wonderful. Subconsciously, the past is defining you. Still. And you need to rewrite your story, okay? Just please rewrite your story. No one's going to rewrite your story for you. No one's going to change you. No one's going to transform you. Only you can do that. You see, a lot of people in their lives, they let their stories control them today, define who they are. Listen, your story can add to who you are, but it doesn't need to define who you are. Okay? I'm going to be vulnerable right here. My grandfather passed when I was around 12 years old in middle school, and I went through a severe depression moment. I was suicidal. I just didn't like me. I had very, very negative thoughts. And I watched him pass right in front of me in the hospital. And that thing haunted me in middle school and high school, and even beyond as my adult years. And only a few years ago, I actually just started healing my inner child. Now, when you talk to your child, they may go through something that you may not know about. Something that has severely impacted them emotionally, where they can't grow in their academics or they can't grow in their sports because there's something there that's just lying subconsciously, and it's sabotaging themselves, okay? The beginning of self-mastery is becoming aware of how much self-sabotage you are contributing to in your life. So, just like I was saying, we want to go like this. There's ups and downs in life, but we want to keep going up. But a lot of times we feel like we're growing, but it just doesn't feel like it, or we can't grow anymore because there's like a glass ceiling. What if that's your past right there? Teach your child to just, number 1 and 2, forgive and let go. Those are the 2 most powerful things I can ever teach you, your child, because if they don't know right now that things are going to happen, unexpected situations, people that come in their life, things are not always going to go perfect, sunshine and rainbows, right? We all know that. But you need to teach them when the lows come, the downs come. What are they going to do? They have to let go of that resentment, that anger towards someone, the justification to get back at them. They have to forgive the other person, even forgive yourself. The shame, the guilt. You did something wrong, you messed up, you made a mistake. We're human, okay? We all make mistakes every day, but you learn from it. And you got to forgive yourself and not carry that burden on your back every single day. You see that burden right there on that guy's back? It's so heavy. People carry that every day, even adults. You don't need to carry it. Forgive yourself, forgive others, and let go. That's all you need to do. But what I want you to do, the action plan is very simple. Rewrite your story. And actually, how this individual, these powerful businessmen were talking, and they're saying, you need to rewrite your story. You need to not give advice to your inner child, but you need to tell them what they need to hear. Tell them what they need to hear. Don't give them advice. They don't want to listen to that. You may not want to listen to that. Tell them what they need to hear. Hey, you are worth it. I am proud of you. I do love you. You are absolutely amazing. Tell them what they need to hear more than the advice that you want to give them, okay? So what I want you to do is rewrite your story. Start with a sentence of exactly what happened to you when you were younger. If you're an adult watching this, what happened to you? Maybe your inner child is hurt. Where that hurt you is now hurting other people, emotionally, physically, spiritually, any type of way that may be negatively impacting other people. You're spreading poison because poison has seeped so deep into you, you didn't even know it was there. You know, Bob Proctor said, he said something like, how would you know you're in a prison if you're already in one? Or he says something like that, like you wouldn't know you're in a prison if you're already in one. You don't know if you're bleeding poison when you're giving it. You don't know you're giving it when you're bleeding it. Right? We have to become aware of these things that hurt our inner child. The person inside of us when we were younger, or maybe it was a year ago, something that really emotionally impacted us and maybe limiting us, stopping us from achieving whatever we want in our lives. That goal, who we want to become, you're not going to be able to grow until you handle that. Until you either forgive that person, forgive yourself, or you let go completely, or honestly just do all of the above. Forgive and let go. Because there's more to life. You don't need to keep yourself at that glass ceiling level. You can grow. And if you teach your child this, I guarantee they will have a successful life if you teach them this young. Guys, I'm Coach Nick because of I hope you really enjoyed that video. Comment, like, subscribe. Do whatever the hell you want. I'm here to give you value. I'm here to just help you and your child thrive so you guys can build a wonderful relationship together. Coach Nick again. I hope you enjoyed it. See you later.